Okay, today's Friday. It's a wonderful Friday. I suggest all of you get out and about and enjoy it. And then come back in and watch me. Let's get right to it. Shooting in New York. Uh, Disgruntled employee came back and shot a person who's employed by the same company that he got fired from a year ago. Wow. I mean, what can I say? Innocent people got shot in a crossfire. A good Samaritan, which is one of the construction guys, called the police. I think they actually chased the guy or pointed the guy out, one of the two, or both. It's sad. It's another sad day for us Americans, and hey, I mean, it goes to show. Like I said, it could be any walks of life, anything. He might have been depressed because of the situation. Who knows what happened? I'm not going to speculate. All I can say, it was wrong. It was wrong. You got wounded people. You got two people that are gone, taken from this earth, and it's just sad that these type of things happen. Wow. On another note, LeBron James is selling a new shoe for $300. I think the shoe's actually a nice looking shoe. I'd buy it. They want to stop him from selling it. I think it's too much money. Wow. Whatever. I bought the pennies when they first came out. They were the highest shoe out. They were $290. The highest shoe. Well, it wasn't $290. Let me stop. It was $190. At that time, they were one of the highest shoes, going for a lot of money. And I still have those shoes. They're collector's items. They're the first home posits. Man wants to make money. Wants to make money. Hey, it is what it is. Now let's get to politics. Let's get to Mitt Romney, who says that he wants to run this campaign respectfully after he trashed all of his Republicans in the Republican primary. Trashed Newt. He trashed Santorum. He trashed them all. And now he's doing the same thing with Obama. These guys have called him vulture capitalist. Guy who comes in and raids companies and leaves them broke, and they go under, and then all of a sudden these guys change their tune. That's what's been going on in the Republican Party. Lie after lie after lie each day. Now he's reached two new lows. He's did an interview with Parade magazine, which is the little magazine that's in the Washington Post that you can read. And he says the reason why he won't release his taxes is because he's given to the Mormon church, and he doesn't want them to know how much tithing he doesn't want us to know how much tithing he gives. What does tithing, giving tithes, have to do with income tax? Nothing. We want to see how much money you paid in income tax. Now, let's just flip this script for a minute and say Obama was the rich guy. Seeing as that they won't let Obama get away with anything, if Obama was doing this, he wouldn't be able to get away with it. He'd be like, oh, he's an out-of-touch black rich guy. He's the same guy, Obama, that was made to show his birth certificate. Never ever has a president and we're going to get on that. We're going to get on that subject in a hot second. It's never ever been made to. Let me tell you what else Romney did. On his campaign trail today in his state, which is Massachusetts, he said, "Oh, me and my wife were born in this hospital across the street, and oh yeah, by the way, we were born here, and we weren't asked for our birth certificate to show our birth certificate." So you tell me that, first of all, it's racist. And you got all these people saying, oh, well, he was just playing, he was joking. No, you don't joke around like that. That's not a joke. That's serious. It's not a joke. and you tell me this is the person that you want in the White House who's promoting racism, who's given a Life Achievement Award to the head birther, Donald Trump. He's letting Sheriff Arpaio speak, another birther, who says he's had his investigators go down to Hawaii and check, and the birth certificate is false. Where do you find these guys? It's like this other guy, this head guy who's a judge, who says there's going to be uncivil arrest. We should bring up our arms if Obama gets back into office. Really? And I have people who on Facebook, friends of mine, white friends, let's be really frank about this, white friends who say Obama sucks, you don't know what he's doing, he needs to get out, he's crap. But, I never hear any of them say that they don't condone all of this stuff, because they don't care about it. And to them, it's just politics, it's just this. But what about, like, the guy that just went to the movie theater and shot up all these people? What about the guy that just went to the up in New York, that just shot up people? You know how many crazies are sitting in front of the TV listening to all of this bull crap? What about the guy that the Secret Service just arrested for sending threatening emails to President Obama? This is the climate that you guys are creating. You don't care, and it's shameful, it's racist, and it's idiotic. And I'm gonna tell you one thing here and now and today, that I'm not standing for it. The good white people that I've got standing behind me, they're not standing for it. The good black people I've got standing behind me, they're not going for it. The good Asians that I got standing behind me, they're not going for it. The good Iranians and the good Palestinians and that culture, they're not standing for it. None of them are. Okay, we're not. We're tired of it. There's no place for it in this country. If you don't like the color of somebody's skin, then what you need to do, there's a whole bunch of islands out here. Whole bunch of secluded islands. Take you, your friends, go there and stay there. Leave us the hell alone. Take Rush with you. Take the whole Fox network with you. Take Rush Limbaugh with you. Take Trump. I'm sure he's got a little island. We can buy an island for you guys. And you guys can live heavenly ever after. And take Mitt with you as well. And Ryan. Because they're not denouncing it. Actually, he's embracing it. How do you say that it doesn't matter, that you're saying racist things? You're saying welfare, which is racist. And you got one of those hardcore racist white people who are sitting home struggling. They're going to sit up there and say, see, giving these blacks, see we elected this guy, and he's giving all his black friends money while they're sitting on the couch collecting welfare check. When there are more white people on welfare than there are black. But a lot of them don't know that, because they're ignorant as well. And they'll believe anything that comes out of the Republican mouth, Republican machine. But you know what? The thing is, we've got to get out and vote. If you're an Obama supporter, I don't care what color you are, we have to get out and vote. And like I posted on my page, like I said the other day, no Republican should ever be in the White House again. Period. Not one. They're not worthy of running this country. They're not worthy of interacting with people. They're the party. They're the party of shame, disgrace, division, and racism. It's just that simple. There's no way around it. And hey, we should stand up. We should make sure that these people do not get into office. Period. Now let's talk about some of the other things that Mitt's doing. His policies. I said the other day about how the oil companies, that gives you a specific agenda that he has, which is to make sure that the big companies get tax breaks like they've been doing, so they can get richer, and so the middle class can be destroyed and eventually be done and gone, and then there'll be two classes of people, rich and poor. He's taken what, 10 million or 7 million from all these old guys like Boone Pickens and a lot of these other guys. So, and his policy is drill, baby. I don't care how much drilling you do, it's still not going to bring down the price of oil. That's been proven. Obama has been drilling more than any president alive, any president before him that's even dead. He's opened up more drilling than any other president. It's not going to raise. What's going to lower the prices is holding those guys' feet to the fire. That's what's going to hold down the prices, and get rid of these speculators who are getting paid, and who are actually the people who are bringing up the price of any idiots out there that think that Mitt Romney knows. Yeah, he knows. He knows what's going on. He's a part of that model, that business thing. He's a part of all of that. It's big business. And these speculators say, oh, well, you got the wars, or whenever something happens, all of a sudden the price goes up because of these speculators. And you got the old guys who run, hike up the price. When it's bull crap. It's totally ludicrous. It's like Obama said that businesses, private sector's doing fine, and they took that out of context and made a video for it. And come on, really? But today in Michigan, in Romney's home state, he said big businesses is doing fine. It's the small business. So, how is it that when Obama says it, he's chastised, he's wrong, he doesn't know what he's talking about, he doesn't know how business works? But when Romney says it, it's different. I do believe they both said the same thing. So how is it different? They both said the same thing. One's coming from a smart guy who went to Harvard and Columbia, and he's black. And one's coming from a guy who ran a company that does not create jobs. What it does is it creates money for its investors. That's what it does. So, let's be truthful here. Let's be frank about the real. And that goes back to, like I said before, there's two different types of people out here when you talk about black and white. Black man can't say anything because he's wrong. He don't know what he's talking about. He needs to be quiet. He needs to know his place. White man can say and do anything he wants to because he knows everything. He knows what's right for everybody in the whole 9 yards. And some people are gonna look at this and not like it and say, "Oh, that guy's racist." I'm not racist. I'm just telling you the truth. Why can't you accept the truth? Look at what's going on with this election. Look at how things have gone, and they're going. How Congress, who said, yeah, we're going to create jobs. That's the reason why we want control over Congress. They got control of Congress, and what have they done? Nothing. Nada, zippo, zilcho. What job bills have they worked on? None. But yet they're going to try to throw up in Obama's face about the budget. The budget's been done. They've already presented a budget. So where's your jobs plan? They don't have one. They don't want to have one. Because for the simple fact is they want to make sure that Obama doesn't do anything. They want to make him look bad as possible so Mitt Romney can win. And so him and his corporate guys can do, because he's going to get rid of all the regulations, and then we're going to be right back to square one. And then he's going to be sitting up there in the White House, and he's going to be like, "Oh, my fault. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I didn't, He's going to go, "Oh, it's not my fault. It's the Democrats' fault." "Oh, it's not my fault. It's Obama's fault." But then you got these stupid constituents who are Republicans who believe anything, and that's the funny thing about this whole thing. You know, these mugs, they believe anything, and they're so racist. It's such a sad thing. It really is. You know, but like I said in my other show, how can you say that you're not going to show your tax reforms because of the tithes that you pay for your church? You don't want people to see the tithes that you pay for your church. That's laughable. That really is. That's so funny. I've heard it all. I really have. And then you're going to mention something about birth certificate. Well, what did you say it for? What was the purpose of saying it? What purpose? You didn't have to say it at all. You didn't have to say that you was born over there. None of that stuff. No, you're talking to your crowd. Your crowd. You're a Mormon for one. They don't like black people either. Never did. Do your history, folks. Check it out. They never wanted they start now black people, but look how long it took. Never liked black people. Never. So, you know, it's shameful that we have these type of people that get to run for office. It's shameful that you have, you know, it's no secret to any of us. It's no secret. I mean, you have white people who come out and say that this is wrong, that this is racist. You know, I mean, so it's not that anybody's crazy or anybody's making any stupid remarks about things and saying, you know, that sorry guys, I'm checking my clock, saying that you know, that it's not happening and just saying it just to be saying it. You know, we're not out here saying things just to be saying it. We're saying it because it's true. It's what he said. That's exactly what came out of his mouth. Birther. You know, why is this president being made to show his birth certificate? You know, why is this climate the way it is? You know, forget all the other presidents. They haven't had to run against a black president. They hadn't had to run against a black president who came into a situation that was the worst situation any president could ever come in the history of running for a president. Bush messed us up so bad. Nobody wants to go back and say anything about that like that didn't happen, and it did. We were losing jobs like crazy when Bush was in office before the election. During his whole tenure, we were losing jobs like nothing. He was on the battleship talking about, oh yeah, the war is over, we did that. Him, Carver, and all these guys, and Dick Cheney. The war is going to pay for itself because we're going to use their oil, but they end up with a surplus. Yeah, Iraq ends up with a surplus, and none of that money paid for the war. We ended up paying for us. We did. Same war that Ryan voted for, same war that Mitt voted for, same war that the black guy from Colombia. I'm sorry, folks. That's my timer because my time's almost up. I didn't mean to. Forgot to put it on buzz, but you know how it goes. This is live, and we do things live here. But this is the same. It's the same war that the black guy, the smart black guy from Columbia University and Harvard, voted no for. No. Because he knew that the evidence wasn't credible and something didn't smell right. And he was right. We still haven't found weapons of mass destruction. We're still spending money over there. Look at all that money that was spent over there that could have went into this economy. And we'd be in great shape. And we'd have a surplus. But see, nobody wants to say that. That war and the war that's going on, you know, Obama's gotten rid of both of them. But is he going to get credit for that? No. He ain't going to get credit for that. He'll get credit from people who know. Credit from people who realize. Credit from people who ain't racist. Credit from people who don't have an agenda of the Republicans winning, the race. Winning this campaign. It's just it's ludicrous to me that some people just don't want to really come out and be truthful and say that they don't like black people. And I'm gonna harp on it again, because if the Republicans aren't gonna stop spewing their racist hatred throughout this country, I'm not gonna stop talking about it. Period. I'm gonna talk about some issues, but I'm gonna always come back to that until they stop. They need to stop. Okay? And this guy is bad for the country. Republicans are bad for the country. They're not for everybody. They're just for one sector, one race, and one group, that is the rich white group. Period. And nobody else matters. And that's not conducive to us moving forward. Like I said, there are a lot of good white people that agree exactly what I'm saying. A lot of them out here. And those are those same ones who are going to vote for Obama this year. I have a pet peeve too. Watching these commercials that Romney's endorsing and coming out with. He's got a new one now. Well, how about the one with the lady who says Obama doesn't deserve to be president again? How much did they pay you, please? Have you looked at the whole situation and weighed in on the whole situation from beginning to end? Now they got this black guy and the same type of commercial. Oh, the economy hadn't gotten better, this and that. I mean, where do they find these idiots at? This is what I want to know. Where? What role does Congress play? They play the biggest role in this whole situation. They're doing nothing. When you say your main job is to make sure the other guy, the president of the United States, does not get his job done effectively, how can you get your job? How can you govern? He can't make them do. If they vote, they vote. That's the way it is. So what you're telling me is he's going to have to evoke executive privileges every single time to get something done. And that's not going to work either. Because then they're going to try to flip that around on him. Like they're trying to flip that he didn't kill bin Laden. He had nothing to do with it. I mean, really? Like I said, any sane, common sense person, I'm going to say it one more time, any sane and common sense person, if you cannot see what's going on and what's been going on for the last 4 years, then you've got to be the most dumb, idiotic, stupid, racist person in this whole freaking world. That's plain and simple. I don't see how more else I can give it to you. But I'll tell you one thing. If this guy Mitt wins, we'll know why. Because they cheated. They spent money. They stopped black people. They stopped elderly people. They stopped young people. They stopped women from voting. That's the only way he's going to win. He's not going to win no other way. They've been lying and cheating since day one, and they're going to keep doing it to the last second. So what we have to do, people, we've got to, when we go into that voting booth, first of all, we've got to pay attention to who we vote for. We've got to make sure that that vote is for Obama and not for Dumbo, idiot, fool guy. Okay? We have to make sure. We have to get out. We have to vote. We have to tell these young folks to vote. We have to get as many votes as we want to, because they are cheating. They're going to cheat. And they're going to do anything they can do because they don't want this guy back in the office. They don't care. They don't care about us, the people. They only care about themselves. So we got to do everything we got to do. It was fun. Everybody have a nice weekend. And I'll see you folks on Monday.